This is the Radical SR3 XXR mod for Assetto Corsa. It's the official mod of this car, available for free and endorsed by Radical Motorsport and created by United Racing Design. I'm Mike for SimRacing604, and today we're going to set a lap in the XXR at Road Atlanta and then try and beat that lap in a supercar, a hypercar, a track day only Ferrari, a GT3 car, and one bonus car that followers of my channel can probably already guess. So first, let's set a lap. Alright, so here we are about to begin our flying lap on board the Radical SR3 XXR. We are here at Road Atlanta, of course. Under the Fox Bridge, easily flat, no concerns with the car getting squirrely as you crest that hill. Across the start-finish line to start our time. Race Logic timer, top left of my screen, very deep in the corner before we have to take any sort of action there. Looking for the curbing on the left. Took a lot of curb on that last apex, may have slowed me a bit. Down the hill, back up a hill. A little squirrely on the exit, nothing too bad. On a decent pace here, not great, but decent. Flat out here, this is where the SR3 XXR struggles a bit. That top speed, not what many of its rivals will be today. Just about to pass the 1 minute mark here. As we go down the hill, should gain some good speed. 220, 230, look for that 100 board. Little lock there, nothing too serious. Little early on the upshift there. Again, flat around this right-hander. Let's see our time. Let's see our time. 124 dead. Not bad from this little 262 horsepower car. And let's get on to some of its competition. Let's see what we can do. First to challenge the SR3 XXR is the Lamborghini Aventador SV. This car is beautiful from all angles and it puts down about 750 horsepower. That's 3 times the power of the Radical, but it'll cost you 3 times as much to own, and unfortunately it weighs 3 times as much. Let's see how it gets on. Alright, Aventador SV. Yes, listen to that. Look at that acceleration down the hill. Very impressive. Car feels heavy. It carries a lot of inertia around these corners. Whoa. Very squirrely. Come on. A little slow in, fast out car. A little bit sideways there. Still easily breaking the 225 kilometer an hour mark down that short start-finish straight. Just staggering amounts of power. Car fully sideways there. Definitely not going to be able to hold on to a true racing line in this SV. Unlikely you would ever see a car like this push this hard at a track like Road Atlanta. But just the same, we'll see what it can do. Will it compare to the SR3? I can tell you already that that answer is less and less doubtful with each corner. But we will get some time back here once I can get this power down. We'll see this impressive performance coming from behind me. 200 kilometers an hour. Will we break 250 for the braking zone? Oh yes. Up into 6th gear. 276 was the highest I saw. And then hard on the brakes. Missed the apex. Lost a little bit of time there, nothing too bad. And again, light, very light feeling car. What is our time? 1:29.8, so almost 5 full seconds slower than the SR3. at 3x the price and 3x the power, but that 3x weight is really what it came down to. This car just cannot move laterally or brake as fast as the SR3. Let's go on to the next. So the Lambo struggled a bit due to its weight, and to be fair, it has as much in common with a luxury car as it does with a race car, but this Ferrari 599XX Evo offers no such luxury. It offers the same power output as the Lambo, but strips out hundreds of kilograms of unnecessary weight. Time to pit a true track day car against the Radical. So 599, yes, what a track weapon. This is a beautiful car. Stripped out everything that didn't need to be there in order to put in a fast lap. I think this will beat the SR3. But the question is, by how much? Look at this speed. 240, 250. And a little bit of dancing there under braking. Whoa, a little bit of dancing under acceleration too. Power just does not want to remain planted. It wants to break those rear tires loose on the track. Whoa. And we are on a good pace despite a lot of rear wheel slip. And those brakes just bring this thing to a halt in a hurry. Wow. Coming out of the second right-hander at 48 seconds. I think we should be comfortably on pace to beat the SR3. We'll see what happens here. 250 kilometers an hour. Now up into 6th gear. Look at that speed climb, my goodness. And managed to safely get it slowed. Again, I'm expecting this to beat the SR3. By how much? Ooh, that was close. Ooh, that was close. Let's have a look. 1:24.2, so it was actually about 0.2 slower. Wow. All that power, tough to get down. What a car, though. That was super fun. All right, we got to go on to the next. So how fast is this Radical? Well, a good barometer for its pace might be a race car. In this case, we have the Ferrari 488 GT3 Evo 2020. It's down on power compared to the previous two contenders, but still offers more than twice the power of the Radical. And more notably, everything on this car is designed to tear up tracks like this. An elite level race car versus a 232 horsepower track toy. Let's see what happens. So GT3 time now. This is the 2020 Ferrari. Don't ask me how I got it. And surely a GT3 car will smoke the SR3. And already a couple curves in, I can tell you this is a totally different animal. I'm coming off driving the 599, which is an absolute handful. And now on to this, which just hugs the corner. Of course, slick tires. And race spec everything. So no doubt, this one is just a dream to drive on a track like Road Atlanta. Everything you need a race car to do, this thing does beautifully. Top speed, not on par with what we've driven previously here, but still the fact that it can get to those speeds as quick as anything and you know, be on the power a lot earlier coming out of the corners, you'd think it holds an advantage. And looking at the time now, it seems like we'll be slightly ahead of the SR3, though I don't think by much. We'll see what happens here. Losing a bit of power coming up the hill here. We are up to 250 kilometers an hour. And yeah, this is going to be right down to the wire. Need to nail this final corner. Let's see, what did we do? 1:23.8. That means that this was just 0.2 faster. A GT3 car was just 0.2 faster than that SR3 XXR. That is super impressive. Super, super impressive. All right, there's always a final boss, and I think you know what time it is. And you know I couldn't resist doing this. The McLaren P1 may very well be the best car ever made, and its performance blows away almost any car that's ever been publicly offered. At just under 4 times the power of the Radical and 10 or 15 times the price, you would expect this to shred the Radical, so let's see what happens at Road Atlanta. McLaren P1, the GOAT. My ultimate dream car. What can this monster do here at Road Atlanta already? This thing impressing me. How do you not drive the McLaren P1 with a smile on your face? How do you not look at this car? How do you not listen to this car and have a smile on your face? It's just everything a car should be. Bit loose there, coming into turn 1. Not the end of the world here in the P1. Missed the curb entirely. I am still confident that we will be up time. And a little wild there. Whoa, look at the oversteer. But it just handles it so beautifully. Braking is enough to throw your head into the steering wheel. Then it handles those corners beautifully. Back on the power, 150 kilometers an hour. I couldn't even get the words out fast enough. Look at this speed. 6th gear, 290. Should be comfortably on pace to beat the SR3. Look at this. Look at this power. What was that? I didn't even see. I didn't even get a chance to look at the clock. 1:21.7. Absolutely decimating the SR3. But all shall bow to the P1, of course. This is the king. But there might be a new king. Who, oh who, might be knocking at the door for a chance to run Road Atlanta. Lastly, the king of lap times, the Porsche 919 Evo or 919 Tribute, holds multiple track records and decimates anything up to the level of Formula 1. Just for kicks, let's see what a one-of-one track monster can do at Road Atlanta. I would advise you to buckle up, because this is going to be quick. It's almost too much for my motion simulator. Oh! I haven't even tapped into the KERS delivery yet. I can't even talk. This just defies everything that you think you know about cars. If you're wondering how many takes this is literally the first. I have not tried this, so I'm sure there's a lot more time to be had in this car. Oh my goodness, look at that speed. We're gonna top out at 370 any second now. Wow. Like I said, literally the first lap. So I'm sure there's a ton more time to be found in this car. Oh man, what was that? 102. How? Just how did anyone survive driving this? So nuts. Whew, that was a ride. That was a ride. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I sure enjoyed making it. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Whew.